Hello everyone, welcome to this video. I'm Charlie from Conscious Creation, and in this video I'm going to be sharing with you what a starseed is, and then I'm also going to be sharing with you what the purpose of a starseed is and what you need to do to fulfill your mission if you feel like this is you. So what is a starseed? A starseed is a soul that has done most of their evolutionary work somewhere else on a different star system or planetary sphere, and they had attained a certain level of consciousness. They had raised their awareness to a certain level where we could say they have completed that game. And then what would happen is much of their purpose would be to go to different places in our universe where that planet is going through a shift in consciousness, and they would then reincarnate there to help with the process of awakening. Now, if you look at the work of Dolores Cannon, who unfortunately passed away a little bit of time ago, but she developed this technique called QHHT, which means quantum healing hypnosis therapy. And it's when she would put her clients in this deep level of trance, and something known as their higher self would come through and speak through them. She's written like 19-20 books, and all of the information in her books come from her clients and not her. And she started to see this pattern over a period of time, and this pattern was all about how this planet is going through a shift in consciousness, a big shift. Now, during the world wars, when these atomic bombs were set off, they not only affected this reality, but they also affected different realities in our universe because it had such a big and profound effect. The Earth itself was trying to make this shift, but there was too much heaviness on this planet. And so she put out the call to the universe to ask for help to shift into this new level of awareness. And so that's why there are many starseeds, millions of starseeds that have incarnated onto this planet at the moment, because they're helping with the shift of awakening and shifting this planet into a new timeline. Now, where you might be from or where you have done most of your evolutionary work, a really simple trick that you can do is you can place your hand on your heart and you can just ask the question, where has my soul done most of its evolution? When I started to do this, I started to get a remembrance. I started to remember times in the Pleiades, the Lyran star system, and that also of the blue avians. So I'm going to share with you the process that a starseed goes to incarnate, to lower its consciousness again, and the process of awakening and how it helps humanity as a whole. So as a starseed, your consciousness or your level of awareness is very high, and the level of consciousness on this planet is very low. So in order to get onto the same level of awareness and consciousness as everyone else, you have to go through a process, and it's all planned. In some lifetimes, what you'll do is you'll incarnate and you will have these very negative or bad experiences to lower your level of consciousness. So for example, you might incarnate in a lifetime and let's say you get abandoned by your tribe, or something very bad happens to you, someone kills you, whatever it might be. Now you start to develop this thought that other people, other beings are not worthy of love, and your level of consciousness starts to shift down. Then in some other lifetimes, because of what has happened to you, you will then do bad onto other people. So you will hurt other people as well. Now, when you do this, you start to think you are not worthy of love. Now your consciousness has shifted down even lower. So you think others are not worthy of your love, and you think you are not worthy of love. Now you are in the same level of consciousness now as everyone else, this victim mentality, this idea of separation, everything is outside of you. You have now entered the matrix and you are in the same level of awareness as everyone else. Now this is where you start to do your work and fulfill your purpose as a star seed. During your time here, eventually after all of this stuff has happened to you, is you will have an awakening, and this will happen in your heart center. You will go through a spiritual awakening and you will start to remember all of this stuff. All of this stuff will start to come to you. You remember why you're here, and you'll start the process of healing. You'll start to heal your core wound. So that core wound could be that of abandonment. And you go along and you go through this process of healing yourself. And you know how to do this because you have been trained and you have done this in many lifetimes before. So you go through this process of healing, and then you start to love yourself more, and you start to love others as well. And your consciousness, your level of awareness is starting to raise. You are shifting your consciousness. Now, the magic of this is because we're all connected. When you start to do this, it starts to, or gives other people permission to do the same. This is the whole point of a Starseed mission. If we've got millions of Starseeds healing themselves, all of this information is going into the morphic field around our planet, and it's making it easier for other people to do the same. It's like when someone runs the, they run the mile in under 4 minutes or whatever it was, and then suddenly like a month later 5 or 6 other people did it as well, because they believed it was possible. Because you're doing this healing for yourself, everyone else finds it easier to heal, and we all start to shift in consciousness, and the earth starts to shift its timeline into a higher reality. And this is the main purpose of being a Starseed and fulfilling your mission. Now, if you do this, that's amazing, but you will also have gifts that you want to share, gifts that you have learned in other lifetimes. You know, it could be psychic reading, it could be healing, whatever it might be. There will be gifts that you also want to give as well. And as you start to heal and you start to raise your level of consciousness and awareness, all of these gifts will start to come to you, and more of your mission will be revealed in every which way that suits you. But you start to align with your gifts and you start to give more of that. So I hope this information has helped you. Thank you for watching. Peace, much love, and take care.